Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain has been banned. Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain has been banned. Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain does not glorify any acts of violence, nor does it incite them. Trump.
Here we go again. I refuse to normalise this. I absolutely refuse. I wasn't going to make a video today. I was going to just have a little rest and do something else. Maybe even do like some my radio podcast. I was considering yesterday maybe doing an early comment reply video. I originally planned to do one next week, so I'm going away this weekend. Yes, there'll be a video on that. But then something came up, and here I am making this video that I knew the moment I saw it, I knew I would have to make this video. It was actually late last night. I was just about to go to bed, and suddenly this popped up in my Gmail. From a message from YouTube. We thought we'd like you to know that we have removed some of your content because we believe it violates our community guidelines. YouTube does not allow any material other than intellectual that was it say that's glorifying or inciting acts of violence. So they just said they'd removed it. Now the video concerned is called Trump in Britain. It's a video that I made way back in 2019. It's been on YouTube all that time, never caused any problems before. Now suddenly it's glorifying and inciting acts of violence, and it's got to go. It's odd, you know, because the last two videos I've had banned. What was the one before? It was Boris and Trump, wasn't it? Trump in both of them. Both videos were about Trump. Is that the problem, I wonder? Anyway, I went and checked. Yes, the video had gone. The only thing I can gather, I mean, as far as the Boris and Trump video goes, I've got absolutely no idea. No idea at all why the hell they deleted it. And of course, you know, what can you do? You can't exactly ask them, can you? In the case of this video, I think I know what it might be. It was when the scene where the mob attacked me. Someone actually requested that I cut that scene and turn it into a clip, which I put on Vimeo, and it's apparently become quite popular. Not exactly viral, but it's become quite well known. I was on Whitehall and I was like counter-protesting, and these bunch of thugs came up and they started like harassing me. This one guy kept punching my shoulder and things like that. You've seen it. You've seen what happened. I can only assume it's that scene in particular that they object to, but there's absolutely no way of knowing. I mean, obviously, so if you want to appeal our decision, this is how you do it. So you just press a button and you submit an appeal. You write the reasons why you think YouTube made a mistake in the box, and I did that. I said I have reviewed the content and I don't believe it incites any act of, or glorifies or incites any act of violence. I think this is an error, and could you please restore the video as soon as possible? That's what I said, which is true. I had a response literally within the hour. We have carefully reviewed the material and your appeal, and we do think it violates our community guidelines relating to glorifying inciting acts of violence. We know this won't be welcome to you, but we want YouTube to be a place which is safe and welcome for everybody. It's literally, it's getting absurd. First, they didn't review the case carefully. It's all flannel. I mean, it's all nonsense. They say we treat these things on a case-by-case basis. No, they don't. There's a bot. No person has actually looked at this video. Nobody on YouTube has looked at this video and said, "Well, this needs to go." No, an AI bot that doesn't know anything is going around just seeing certain things, misunderstanding them, and just deleting videos. The user has no recourse. It's literally you're standing there in silence. It's totally Kafkaesque. You're standing there in silence with your mouth taped up while the judge and the jury and the prosecutor, because there's no defence, just talk to each other over your head. That's what it's like. Anyway, I've obviously it is available on Alt Tech. I've uploaded it to. I'm going to upload it to some extra sites as well, which I don't upload to routinely. That is Rumble and Brand New Tube. Brand New Tube's playing up at the moment. It won't let me upload it. It says the file's too large when it isn't. But I'll keep trying with that. Anyway, there'll be links in the show notice, in the program video notice on the Panwo TV blog. And now I can put, what I can do now is I can add banned on YouTube in the title. That's a good selling point, isn't it? Yeah. You're not going to stop me, YouTube. Come on, what do you think you do? You don't control the whole world. You're just one video sharing site among many now. See, obviously, as always, the upload, Trump in Britain, it is available on a number of other video sharing sites, at least 4. And if you go to the notice on the Panwo TV blog, you will see links to those. I'll put a link to that notice in the description box of this video. So it's not gone, it's not lost, it's still out there. It's just YouTube have got rid of it, and it's getting ridiculous now. I mean, it's just doing this sort of thing is happening almost randomly, and it can get to the point where you can even lose your channel randomly, just because some machine learning robotic idiot, if that's the word to use, can't really tell anything, doesn't really understand anything. I mean, remember a couple of months ago, I've had about 3 or 4 videos banned this year. My Stefan Molyneux video on 9/11 has been restored. It's really weird, that's been banned 3 times now and restored 3 times. At one point they banned it, restored it and banned it within the space of half an hour. I didn't even appeal, I didn't even know it had happened. I didn't have a chance to restore because they themselves worked out they made a mistake, or the bot did, restored it, then banned it again. And I did appeal that one and nothing happened, but then it got restored again. I checked again, it's still there. But I made a video debunking anti-Semitism. What's happened? It got banned for hate speech. It's getting nuts. It can't. In fact, I was talking to someone on Twitter about this. You know, they can't. The AI doesn't have the intelligence to know the context of anything you're actually posting. All it sees and all it understands are certain words and certain images, and it draws conclusions based on those words and images, which are programmed into it by the YouTube techies. They just do it. The coders and the techies, they program the AI to look for certain images and certain words, and then the AI sees these things and makes automatic decisions based on the programs that have been inputted into it. And people are worried that machines are going to take over the world. Oh my god, the intelligent machines are going to come along and they're going to destroy us. Common diet of pulp science fiction, I know. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen, we're nowhere near the Matrix yet. It's interesting actually, because I've become quite interested in artificial intelligence and how it works. This actually came up in my free will video, and I've got to make a sequel to that at some point. But the fact of the matter is, it was Sam Harris who sometimes he's quite good, sometimes he's not so good. He did an interview with this guy David Deutsch, a computer expert. He's also had on Nick Bostrom, who was at the Bilderberg group, who talks about this as well. Bostrom's quite confident, you know, that AI can literally become intelligent, properly intelligent. But Deutsch was saying actually we're hitting a ceiling when it comes to AI. And he says he's noticed this among electronic engineers. They're saying, look, we can make these computers do this, but we appear to be unable to get them to take the next step. So I don't know. What's more frightening, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments section. What's more scary, being ruled by super intelligent computers, or being ruled by completely stupid computers? Because at the moment we've got the latter. I'll say it before, I'll say it again. Like I say, I refuse to normalise this. I'm going to make a video whenever this happens. I'm going to make videos covering it. It's getting to the ridiculous point where YouTube is essentially becoming unusable. It's becoming unusable for anyone other than 100% complete conformist. And I think that's deliberate. You know, people like me are being shown the door. We're not being banned as such. I'm not actually saying we want to ban anyone who talks about anything that's not cat videos and makeup tutorials and unboxing. But they're not doing that deliberately. They're just saying, they're just making life for people like us almost impossible. They have amazing ways of using force without saying that they're using force. It's rather like the V word. You know what the V word is, don't you? Yeah, it's the medical treatment that's currently being offered to everyone who, because of the C word, and the C word is this disease that's sweeping the world at the moment. Oh, what's it? Daisy Castro, that little twat who runs Canada. Justin Trudeau, to give him his fake name. Yeah, we will not force people to take the V word. No one is. We have freedom in Canada, and everyone has the right to refuse the V word. However, for those who do, there will be consequences. And other people, Joe Biden has recently said something similar. I'm losing my patience with these people who won't take the V word. So from now on, I'm going to sign an executive order forcing every company in the United States who has over 100 people for them to have the V. Oh my goodness me, I've forgotten what I was saying. Oh, I'm not answering any questions. So you know, that's. I mean, that's going off topic, but that's another example I'm talking about, where how they love to force us without admitting they're using force, about finding ways around it. It's what Section 127 is about. It's not censorship, you understand. This is just offensive material, you know. But of course, it's what they use the law for is not what. It's not the purpose. They don't want to stop people being offended. They want to commit censorship, but they don't want to say they're committing a censorship. It's a kind of proxy, but it's a kind of a proxy force, you might say. Force light. I can't believe it's not force. And YouTube are doing the same thing. They're saying to all content creators who in any way have anything bloody interesting to say, we don't want you to say it on our platform. What YouTube want to be is basically just another TV station. There is even a single YouTube TV. That's what Google, the parent company, and Alphabet, that's the parent company of Google, are actually. That's their plan for the platform. That's what they want YouTube to be in. Independent content creators will only be welcome if they just, I say, 100% conformist. You just talk about nonsense. I mean, these people like I see, you know, these really successful YouTubers like PewDiePie or Movlogs, you know. Sometimes they're quite interesting, but they're not. There's nothing of any substance to what they're saying. It's all computer games, driving around in fast cars, that sort of thing. It's really we are definitely been handed our hat, ladies and gents. I mean, I'm going to keep. As Paul Joseph Watson says, I'm going to keep using YouTube till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to cop out of YouTube, but you know, I'm going to keep using it. But I'm getting fed up with this, and a lot of people are. And a lot of people have had a lot worse than I have. Some people lose their channels and they keep coming back. I know some people are on their 4th or 5th channel now. Sargon of Akkad lost a channel. He started a new one. I haven't yet lost a channel, touch wood, but who knows? Not much wood in my room. But who knows how far this is going to go. If you think about it, it's not a very good business model, is it? I mean, you see, there is a loophole for platforms, you know, organisations, companies like YouTube. However, there's something very simple they need to do, and they don't have to bother with all this. They just sign Section 230. Section 230 means that they are absolved of all responsibility for the content posted on the platform, and yet we, the content creators, take full legal responsibility for it. I'm quite happy to do that. It means that YouTube then, all their problems go away. They don't need all these stupid, ridiculous, complicated AI bots which don't work and make mistakes. They don't need all these rules and regulations and community guidelines which you know, people can break without knowing they're breaking them, or even when they haven't broken them. It's all very Orwellian, isn't it? If they sign Section 230, they can do away with all that. It will make them much more profitable. It will make them a much better platform for their content creators, for everyone, for the viewers, everyone. But they won't sign it, and the reason they won't sign it is because they want to commit censorship. That's the purpose. The purpose of not signing Section 230 is so that they can commit censorship. And so they have these AI bots stalking the entire platform, and obviously my card is marked because I went for years and years and years and got no problems at all. Then sometime in autumn 2018 I get shadow banned. I made a video about that. There's a link in the description box to that. I get shadow banned. I know, because now I'm struggling to get 500 views now. I used to get over 1,000 on almost all my uploads. And then I start losing videos here, there and everywhere. They're obviously watching me. But I'm not going to tone it down. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. If the worst comes to worst, as I said, what am I losing here? I mean, it's annoying this is happening. I think it's immoral. This is why it's immoral and it's stupid, and this is why I'm making a video about it. But at the end of the day, there's so many other places that I use now. I don't put all my eggs in the YouTube basket anymore, and neither should you. So if you go to the link in the description box, you'll find a link to the program notice, the video notice on the Panmo TV blog for Trump in Britain. From there you will find a whole list. There's a link tree on there. I'm going to make it as long as possible. I'm going to upload Trump in Britain to as many platforms as I can. I've already uploaded it to Rumble, along with the other two, BritShoot and Odyssey, which it was already on anyway. And I'm going to add to that. Brand YouTube is having a bit of a hissy fit right now, but it's going to go on there eventually. And just go and watch it there instead. I mean, if you don't follow me on those platforms, please do. It's very easy to set up an account. It's completely free. It's as easy as a YouTube account, and just follow me on there. You can upload there for free as well. I'm thinking of buying up some server space. I really am. I'd only need like a couple of 100 gigs, I think, and I can just put my catalogue, all my catalogue on there. It wouldn't be very expensive, and just get it anywhere, and then I'll be done with it. It's like archive.org, except I'll be buying it. I'll just buy it. Once I bought it, it's much more stable. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I'm a free speech advocate. Surely you realise by now that I am 100% pro free speech. I'm unconditionally in favour of free speech. I've listened to the arguments against free speech, absolutism, and none of them hold any water. Free speech absolutism is right. It is sensible and it is moral, and I support it. So I noticed Steve Mumbling has started moaning again about me deleting his comments. This comes up every so often, and he won't let it go. I actually put a comment there protesting again. Why on earth does he think? Why does he think I'm deleting his comments? Why would I? Is that within my character? Is it in my nature and my character to delete Steve Mumbling's comments? I'm not deleting your comments, Steve. So shut up with this nonsense. I think maybe you just know this, and you're just doing it to. You know this, and you're just saying it to wind me up, aren't you? I'm not deleting your bloody comments. If they don't appear on the comment section, and several people have complained about this, and this is not my fault, this is YouTube's. And I know it happens to other content creators too, that you always make copies of your comments, actually, just in case this happens. The comments, you post them, they don't appear, or they appear hours later or something like that. But Steve, I'm not deleting your comments. Surely, do you really think anyone's going to believe you when you say that? Because I don't think you really, I think you know deep down it's not true. I would not, I have never. I encourage you to post your comments. In fact, I've made comment reply videos to you, haven't I? I've got to make one about you. Have you done a video about Andrew Greenwood? Because I've been planning, as I said, soon, because I've watched that video you sent me, and I'm quite keen to cover it, actually. No, just shut up, Steve. Stop this nonsense about me deleting your comments. I'm not doing it. I have deleted a couple of comments lately. None of them were yours. They were on it was on the videos I made about Gareth. I haven't deleted all of them, but I've deleted several people who just went completely over the top and were insulting, and I just deleted them. Alright guys, so let's obviously I don't think this is going to be the end of it. They seem to be very interested in all my videos about Trump at the moment, don't they? So I expect there'll be another video disappearing at some point, probably one of the ones about Trump. But when that happens, I'll make sure that they don't get away with silencing me. I'll just re-upload them to more sites. I'll let you guys know they're there, and YouTube will gain nothing at all from deleting those videos. Well, thank you very much, everybody. There'll be another video. As I said, there'll be a comment reply video coming soon. Probably that'll be my next one. Although I am going away this weekend on another adventure. So I'll be taking my trusty camera, and I'll assure you there'll be a video about that too. I don't know which one will be uploaded first. Thanks, guys.
Trump in Britain has been banned. Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain does not glorify any acts of violence, nor does it incite them. Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain has been banned. Trump in Britain, Trump in Britain is available on all alt-tech video sharing platforms.